here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They run once more with Edwards. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. He will have the conversion and more than that. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rob Gronkowski, 58 yards. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Montana. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They will look to throw. Montana. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Montana to throw. Open man downfield, it's Fitzgerald. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A right side run with Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action with Montana. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Patterson to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Play action. It's Montana. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
In motion left goes a tight end. They go with Edwards left side. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run with Edwards off the option. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone.
Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And touchdown! Cordero Patterson, 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
First and 10 for Montana and company. And it's caught. Touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll look downfield for Waller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Leon Sandcastle. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Patterson on the draw play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that one puts them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route, he's got him. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they run with Edwards off the option. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Mahomes throwing on fourth. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Montana. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Operating out of the gun, here's Montana. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They bring their punter out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Edwards. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.